Hello, I'm Lori Steiner, sitting in for Armin Budish. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, juggling investments and taxes will make sure you don't drop the ball. Savor our sweet snacks that are super for summer. Then, are your bones ready to break? We'll prescribe a fix for your fragile frame. Plus, we'll get into the swim of things at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium and how to avoid Medicare traps that could cost you a bundle.
It's time to get geoing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. Managing your money can feel like a juggling act. You can get all the balls in the air, but if you give more attention to one, the others will fall. So how do you produce a show-worthy financial finish? Jim Lineweaver, certified financial planner with Lineweaver Financial Group, is always on the ball, and he's here to help us to bring our up-in-the-air investments and taxes down to earth.
There you go.
So welcome.
Great intro.
So Jim, when we're juggling an investment ball and a tax ball, how do we keep them both going and without dropping anything?
It's not easy, okay, because you really have two specialties on your hand. But you could have literally the best returns in the world, and if you lose it all to taxes, what good did it do you? So you really have to be careful about not only the investments you're picking, but where you're putting them, because it could have a huge impact down the road in your retirement.
Okay, so give us some tips to keep our balls aloft.
Okay, well, let's say you have income that's, or you know, say in fixed income or bonds that are producing income investments. And if you're working or if you don't need that income as it gets reinvested, if it's not in a tax-deferred account, what's going to happen is you're going to have to pay taxes on all that. It's not even, it could be even a CD. But if you're not using the income in the given year, then you're paying more taxes than you need to. There's a lost opportunity cost on that, and you can never get that money back. So a lot of times if you have that type of an investment, which can be great in a portfolio because it can buffer it in the bad times, you may want to put that into IRAs or something deferred so it can still reinvest, but you don't have to pay the taxes on it now.
Okay, so is that what you could call a tax efficient type of an investment?
It's just an example of where you put it, but no, if we're talking about the underlying investment that can be tax efficient, then you can look at some things like municipal bonds, say for instance, which would go out and can support the local municipalities or universities and different things. But with that, what's going to happen is sometimes you get federal, state, and local tax-free. So even if it is not in a tax-deferred account, and even if you don't need the income, it's not going to affect the tax situation. Now, if you're collecting Social Security, the tax-free income has to come into play to see if you're taxed on Social Security benefits.
Right,
but otherwise, straight investments, that can be one alternative.
Okay, how about basic stocks?
Yep, stocks can be well also, but you got to remember they can be more risky. But if you get some blue chips in there, they're pretty steady, they can work out well. Because what will happen is you don't pay any taxes as they hopefully, let's say, appreciate in value and not depreciate. But as they go up, there's no tax ramifications until you physically sell them. And under the current tax laws, as long as you hold them more than 12 months, then it's going to come back to you at a capital gain rate. And for a lot of people, that can be half of what their current personal income rate is.
My goodness, so capital gains tax is much better than ordinary income. So when you're deciding on the investments in your portfolio, do you want to make it all based on how it's going to affect your taxes?
Yeah, you don't want taxes first because that could hinder your returns over time. So you still want to lead with the best investments and then look at where you're going to place them to see if you can get some tax efficient that way. And then also, we even have some money managers, and there's other managers out there that actually, even if you want an equity exposure and you didn't have it in a tax deferred account, they will manage it from a tax efficient standpoint. And that's what they do every day. So it can be very efficient. And for those people that are higher income earners, it can really help their returns over time.
Okay, sounds like good tips, as always. So, when it comes to investing and tax efficiency, make sure you don't drop the ball. For juggling help, give Jim a call. His number is next.
For more information, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888-313-4009 or log on to www.lineweaver.net. Next, a summer seduction of sweet treats to eat.